Welcome to Biggie's Bricks. Today I'm doing another episode of Pieces from My Childhood. And if you're new around here, in this series I take a look at Lego sets that I owned when I was a kid. Today we will be looking at Lego set number 7679 Republic Fighter Tank. It has 592 pieces and its original retail price was $49.99. And I have to say this is one of my all-time favorite sets ever that I had as a kid. It's one that I actually never took apart. It was always together, and the first time I took it apart, I put it in a bag and saved everything together. I like it that much, and I have a lot of Legos in my collection, but I gotta say, and I have kids of my own, and they're in the Duplo age at this time, and eventually I do look forward to giving a lot of my Lego to my kids, but this one, it's mine. So, we'll start with the instructions, take a quick stroll down memory lane. I was looking in the back of it earlier at some of the advertisements of the other sets that were around at this time. So much nostalgia in here. Of course, we have the Magna Guard Starfighter, which I have this set, and I'll do a video on that one in the future. Got some classics, V-19 Touran, ATTE from the Clone Wars with Captain Rex, Phase 1 Captain Rex, Public Gunship, some other various Clone Wars sets. I remember seeing this Republic Gunship on sale in the store. I'm pretty sure it was Walmart growing up. It was on sale for I think around $70. And I remember as a kid thinking that was so much money, and I really wanted it, but I never got it. Okay. And a couple more, some of which I have. Of course, the excellent Rebel Trooper Battle Pack, Hero Battle Pack, some other Clone Wars stuff. Another one that, as a kid, I remember playing the Force Unleashed game. I liked it a lot. This set, I thought the ship looked kind of and it's not the best, but I have a lot of nostalgia for that game, and that's a set I'd like to eventually get. Be on my wish list of retired sets. Here's a little stroll down memory lane for you. We'll get to the minifigures before we get to the build. The classic Phase 1 Clone Trooper. One of the greatest minifigures of all time. Remember when these came out, getting them in the Clone Walker Battle Pack. I love their accessories. So I've got my Commander here and my regular Trooper. The great part about this is, you get multiples. Maybe you just want to have a bunch of regular clone troopers. You can take all the gear off of this guy, and he just becomes a regular trooper. It even has a second standard blaster if you don't want to have a commander or have him have the commando pistols. You've got visor, you've got the shoulder piece and the leg piece armor, as well as 2 antennas, and I think these are flashlights, like headlamps for the side of the helmet. That's what I always thought they were as a kid, so I'm going to stick with that. Of course, we have extras you can put on the second guy. You can mix and match them, do whatever you like. But hey, that looks pretty cool. Of course, if he needs to go inside the tank, it can be lowered. Just like that. Of course, they have the classic regular clone face. Their armor is simple but really good. No leg printing, no arm printing. They do have back printing. That's really all I can say for the troopers. I really have no complaints with them. Some of the most memorable Lego minifigures I ever had as growing up. And recently, as I was rebuilding the set, I realized how much that I appreciate the helmet attachments. Thinking about some recent sets, such as the 501st Legion Clone Trooper set, LEGO did a great job. The troopers look really good, nice updated printing, good details, good colors, but they have no attachments for their helmets. The new Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmets don't even have the little holes on the side of their helmet to accommodate the old accessories. If they at least had the holes, then if you had some of these from older sets, you could use them, but they don't accommodate that. The LEGO Mandalorian figures have those same holes so they can have accessories, but the new Phase 2 Clone Troopers that are currently available from LEGO don't have it. And that's something I would love to see LEGO do at some point. I feel it's a big missed opportunity. Okay, that should do it for the minifigures. They're just perfect, aren't they? Okay, now to the set. Boy, I have a lot of nostalgia for this vehicle. I remember it from the original Star Wars Battlefront, as well as Star Wars Battlefront 2. I had a lot of good time playing that game with my friends growing up. And this tank is iconic in my mind from that game. It slides very well. Of course, it can't quite go side to side because it has wheels on the bottom. They do work well on this tablecloth. They probably do decent on carpet, but they go very well on a hard surface. It would have been a good idea, in my opinion, to have some kind of other propulsion mechanism for the tank. Because in Battlefront, if you ever played the game, then you know how this tank controls. It hovers. So of course, you have a good forward and backward motion, but I want to hover sideways. Now granted, when you're going sideways, it's not going to go quite as fast as it would going forward or reverse, but it just scrapes, barely slides along, especially on a more of a fabric surface, but even on a hard surface, it would kind of rub and scrape, and not the best motion. So that would be one critique I have of it. Certainly looks excellent. I don't know what I would change as far as the look of the ship. It is a bit oversized, as a lot of LEGO vehicles are, oversized or undersized. But despite the oversized scale, it looks really, really good. It has a lot of great play features as well. We'll start here on the sides. We have each side has a compartment. You can store your extra equipment in there, or if you guys hop in the tank, you can throw a blaster in there. You can throw a couple blasters in there for storage. Then we have on each side, flips open to reveal the missiles. Flip fire missiles. They work pretty well. Whoops. That doesn't happen too often. I think they work pretty well. I just got a little excited. I'll flip those back down. Next, we have a completely unnecessary, it's not like you see it in the game or anything. There's something they threw in here. You can open up the front here to reveal the engine. Why not? It's a fun play feature for kids. It doesn't take away from the look of the set, so isn't a little extra thing in there? Cool. I like it. Of course, we have the main guns here on the side. Have nice rotation angle. And they do have a little stud here on the side that stops them from going lower than this, which is nice so you can level them well. You have your top gunner here. Just regular swivel and adjustments on that. And to get your guys in there, the whole top comes off. I'll open this hatch here so I can access it. Has a good inside, not super detailed. You have a couple printed pieces inside for the controls for the driver, as well as a seat for the gunner. Now, of course, when your clone is decked out in all his leg and, well, he would fit in there with the shoulder. It's the leg armor that gets in the way. We'll take that off of him. Get him in there. Get our driver in place. I think he fits with the visor and the shoulder piece on. Or at least fits well enough. Yeah, he'll fit in there. There's your one guy. And again, you do have the storage compartment, so if you're putting your people in there, you can keep all the gear with them on each side. We'll put our gunner in here. In this secondary seat. Has a really great play feature. Put the top back on. Close the hatch. Coming along. Pops right up. I really like that he can be in the seat and his head helps to push so the hatch can pop open. It's a pretty simple mechanism, but it works very reliably. Stays together well. You just want to close it, push down on its head. You close the back hatch, and it will catch, lock him in place. You can close the top and ready to roll. Boy, this is a great set. I would like it if LEGO were to eventually make an Imperial version of it. They recall from Star Wars Battlefront, there was an Imperial version. Same thing, same function, but it would just be a recoloring. And I'm sure some people have done mocks of it. I've no doubt about that. But that would be a good opportunity, in my opinion, to get some more Imperial troops out there, as they're certainly lacking in variety and quantity, especially in recent years. Yeah, we got some stickering on it. It's fine. They look good. Fortunately, we do have a couple printed pieces on the outside here. I always loved getting the printed Republic logo pieces as a kid. Those were really cool pieces to have. That about covers it for this. It's, as I said, in my mind, this is perfect set. One of my favorites growing up. A lot of good memories with it. Well, I'd say that covers it for this one. One of my favorites. Now, let's see. Out in the audience, do you have a Clone Wars set that you remember as a kid? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate any feedback and appreciate you watching to the end. I want to say thanks, and I'll see you next time.